or even a graph on how the winnings and picks are going for. But look at that! Oh, early engage and invade rather on the purple
Yep.
of Bren Esports there from Echo. Yaoi almost half HP.
What happened? Why is Yaoi super duper low? Something happened there that we did not see. So at least for the meantime, that just means that Kyle Teasy is going to be relatively safe in the early game. So he's probably going to reach that level for that sweet spot where he will go and assassinate people on the lanes.
Faster rotation could be the answer of Echo here. Again, the coverage of Bren Esports in this fan in the hands of Kyle Teasy is, or could be greater of an approach to just test the mindset. A flicker onto the turret. Ogwen almost falling down or being the first blood of Echo, still on a safe back home.
The number that I presented earlier, 55-45, is if Yaoi doesn't have another MVP-esque performance. But definitely with the fanny in the hands of Kyle Teasy, they can take risks early on. Just make sure they're calculated risks to build up a snowball for themselves.
And if you're talking about Snowball, Bren Esports, the Nathan is one of the scariest Snowball heroes I've ever seen.
Yep.
A lot of players have experimented with it and have had not much of a success. Is this going to be the one? Is this going to be the Nathan game that we're all looking for?
Yeah, Super Marco loves that Nathan pickup. Former top global Nathan is Super
Wow.
Marco. Tremendous player with that hero. But Benecutie also used Nathan earlier this regular season. So Echo will be familiar with the limitations and the preferred angles of one Nathan.
First turtle is up. Flapdies and Ogwen are here for Bren Esports.
Oh, I think Flap Teasy already used up the final slash quite early on. Will not be able to slow down Carl Teasy. He secures that turtle even with a fanny inbound.
Yep, steel cable was there, but too late to use that retribution right on point. Echo secures the first objective right onto the pressure of the gold lane. Benecutie will be the one here for a greater damage investment early game.
Yeah, Carl Teasy actually less than half a second just faster than Kyle Teasy with that retribution. So that boiled down to the little numbers of it all. Great play there by Echo. They did everything that they could to provide space, but that's what you expect when you're up against a fanny. That as much as you will provide space, vision for your jungler to save the retribution, fannies are just like mosquitoes, man. You know, and then either they'll get it or they won't.
Beautiful sound effects, Mr. Reptar, and because of
That
that...
was OSX.
Oh, that was OSX, sorry.
Yep.
So Sanford used a flicker there.
Yeah, force it out.
Yes.
That's a pretty good sign for Flap. We saw Flap TZ just go ham on Arlots previously. Is this going to be one of those games?
Oh, look at that. Sanford almost half to low HP. And as we talk about how Kyle Teasy could be more aggressive with his fanny, can make things go crazy for Echo. Thorn Rose committed there. Spotted 3 members out of that death bush from Bren Esports.
Carl TZ seems to be very happy to take these fights as much as possible. Although with Kyle TZ on the fanny, he's gonna have to take it a little slower, right?
Yeah. Combo of the Kufra and the fanny. Meanwhile, they're eyeing on this bottom lane turret for the gold lane. Benecutie with push almost outer turret. Energy shields gone for his laning stage.
Echo right now, and Bren very calculated with their movements. No one being overly aggressive. I thought Bren Esports would really up the tempo here, but seems like Echo aren't giving Bren Esports any opportunities. And look at that push down bottom lane. Super Marco getting pressured. Echo doing everything they can to delay the farm of the Nathan.
Oh, okay. Surprisingly, they're more on the slow and steady pace, fanny type of movement. Instead of being aggressive, they might be looking for the right timing and information. But is this the part that they want to do as being cautious if they're up against Echo?
All right, at this point, they have full info for sure on who is who and who is where around the map right now, as Carl TZ has been spied out, taking the turtle on the top side, while Yaoi actually almost went down on the bottom.
Kyle TZ actually won the retry duel there. Able to secure the turtle there for Bren Esports. While Echo gets the tower down bottom, they decide to give up a major control of the turtle. They said, you know what, we can spike up our carry now. do what we can to put Benecutie in a better position. But despite all the rotations and disruptions that Echo did against the gold laner of Bren Esport, Super Marco is still in a good position. 600 gold lead for Benecutie, but considering everything that Super Marco had to go through, he kept it close.
Yep. And has he wait for the right time to strike? Mostly he's waiting for more of those mistakes that Echo can commit in the gold lane, but he has no turret down bottom, so he might be forced to rotate on the EXP as Benecutie is up top.
Yeah, they're doing a switch right now, actually, and during this transition, will we see someone get picked off? As you can see, Yawi just waiting like a shark on the sides, waiting for a Bren Esports member to show up within hook range. But again, Bren Esports just reading him very, very well.
Yeah, they know.
They
That
know.
crab coin gave up some information.
Yeah, actually, that was such a good play
Amazing.
by Few.
That's
Oh,
look at that. Tower goes down. It's not going to be safe enough for Bren Esports members. And the first one to go is going to be Kyle TZ on that Fanny. Flap TZ does not have the ultimate available. No final slash means he might not be able to survive this one. It went up, but it's too late. It went up, but not enough to save Bren Esports.
everything finally exploded into a big team fight. Flap and Kyle fall. Good response there by Echo. Again, the difference maker being the Bloody Hunt. And of course, Sanji landing in some crucial stunts there with the Curse of Crow. Benecutie being able to stay safe while Carl TZ diving the rest of Bren Esports. Good calculated aggression by Echo to put them in a scenario. Secure the last turtle of the game.
Oh, and it's happening. Sanford trying to hold the possibility of Kyle TZ of getting that orange. And to go back on how Echo is really fighting out this Fanny. Oh, an iron
And
hook!
here we go again. It's going to be Ogwin this time around with Carl TZ making sure that they
Ogwin.
secure that kill. But while not be enough, it's still going to be the Echo Express. Choo going straight into the purple area of Bren Esports. And Flap TZ will also fall.
A 3-0. Kyle TZ is looking something here. Carl TZ almost half HP. Still cable. Not connecting!
Oh, no!
He was so close in getting bursted down there.
Oh, it's just like my situation at home. Disconnected cable.
Oh, no! 3 disconnected cables. That is... Oh, that's not a sight to see. That's not a good sight to see if you're a Bren fan right now. Are the nerves starting to settle in into the young jungler of Bren?
Ogwin needs to double time here on how to get information and force Sanford or even Yawi here to make all the ultimates being used.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Oh!
Is that the signal for Echo, though? Is this go time for us to take it to the Bren Esports lineup? It looks like they are doing some pretty good damage. They are zoning out the jungle of Bren. And they are going to have to double time.
Kyle TZ, I thought they him down. I was like, whoa,
Now
whoa
everyone's
there.
watching.
Whoa there.
I'm gargling.
The number I provided, again, 55-45. If Yawi doesn't land the hooks or get the plays, and he's had some crucial pickoffs. It isn't the same MVBS performance, but his timings are big right now for Echo.
There it is. That's going to be Ogwin. He's trying to make a set play happen, but it's just not in a good position yet.
Oh no, being stunned. Ogwin missed catching two, but there was no follow-up for Bren Esports. And just that, Echo took one. Ogwin on the second death.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about also. Again, with the lineup Bren Esports made for themselves, I really thought they'd be the ones wanting to set the tempo with aggression and speedier rotations, but no. Seems like they played the cautious route. They're giving up the store. They're just going to try to get more farm. So what could have been a quick scale for them turned out to be a lineup that's just, all right, let's just buy time for Super Marcos Nathan.
Ogwin's actually been dropping the ball in a lot of the sets, and
Yeah.
that's problematic here for Bren.
Is that also a pun intended? Dropping
Yeah.
the ball?
A little bit.
Kufra?
Being a
little
Kufra.
bit.
Okay, okay. I like it. I like
Well,
it.
he is.
You
That's,
spotted it
it's
too,
true,
Remar.
right?
Yeah.
You spotted it too. Bouncing balls. Because again, we were expecting how Bren Esports lineup could be in an aggressive state. It's a Fanny. It's a Kufra. And most of the times, it's just purely your mind being played. If you're Echo, again, Avani could be all over the place, could be all over the map, taking and stealing those objectives. But at some point, they're investing on Super Marco now that he has a Holy Crystal.
3 main items already for Super Marco. But the presence of Sanford prioritized getting,
Oh, there we
that
go.
Radiant armor.
2 ex-teammates, 2 former world champions as well. Duking it out on top side while the rest of the team is on mid. This time around, is
Kyle.
this going to be the engage that Kyle TZ is looking for?
Okay, Sanji used now the Feather Airstrike. Carl T's just puncturing through. Thorn Rose escaping. Man.
Both teams are showing off their own mechanics right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a predictive Thorn Rose by Carl TZ. Really thought that because of the trajectory the Fanny was going, most likely he would have flown into the damage of the Thorn Rose, but Kyle TZ said, nah, I'm not going to do that.
And
No.
what's going to be happening here is Yaoi once more finds his target, and Few will actually go down instead of Oakland, but there's a double kill for Sanji instead. There's going to be the Carl TZ Revenge, the Assassin versus Assassin matchup. Definitely going to the former. And this time around, it's the GOAT's time to shine.
Whoa, right in front!
Oh my goodness.
Super Marco with
Super
a
Marco.
face-off.
That was a good punish.
And Sanji was just doing a recall right in front of his face.
Minion waves. Will they actually try to end it here?
Super Marco, it's gonna be all up to him. Here comes Few, he makes it in time. What's it gonna be? Is the minion cleared? It is! Carl TZ is now on the run, dodging
Few.
the damage.
Saying
El
hi.
Capitan! And there it goes. That's the reset there being provided by Bren, and maybe because of some shenanigans being done by Echo as well.
Once again, Echo overstayed their welcome. You saw, though, why they wanted to do that. But Bren Esports, knowing that their job is simple, let's just clear the minion waves. We can clear this fast enough already.
Whoa.
Sanji takes down Few.
That's mid lane diff right there.
Oh, Feather Airstrike Flicker combo. 4 members back away. Yaoi's on pursuit. Will it be Super Marco, though?
Echo's going choo-choo right now, straight into the 3 members of Bren Esports. A final flash activated there by Flap TZ is going to be enough to slow down Echo for now, but looks like Sanford's not done with you yet. As he gets the grips on Ogwen, the Kufra will also fall. Super Marco is caught as well by the Storm and Benny Cutie. He could be posed to finish this right here, right now. And that's exactly what it looks like from the World Champions.
1 more member left, Few. Few is still holding it, but now he's not going to make it. Sanji with a double kill now. Echo. Echo Express takes game number 3 in a dominating performance.
Sanford with a flicker